to the wrap-up show. Here broadcasting live from Western Oklahoma State College. And oh my goodness, boy, we're going to talk about some football, college, and in the professionals. And we're going to talk about what I saw this weekend and what I saw. I can't even wrap my mind around what I saw Saturday. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the good things I saw. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the absolute atrocious. And I'm going to give my 2 cents on what can be done to make things a little better for some teams. We're going to tell some things that some teams need to continue to do to be successful. And it's all going to be brought to you by 5 Star Nutrition. 1764 Northwest 82nd Street in Lawton, Oklahoma. Those guys are the winning team. Hands down. Robbie Evans and his talented staff make sure that you get the things that you need to make you be your best in everything you pursue, whether it be athletics, whether it be just keeping your body healthy if you're over 40, like myself. I mean, Robbie didn't have no problem helping me out, give me a personalized meal plan, and allowing me to use one of their BMI machines, which is the body mass index machine. And let me tell you, that thing tells you everything about your body, from your bone density, muscle index, muscles, fat, everything that you need to know, including your weight, to let you know the real numbers, the true numbers. They'll make you be the best as you could absolutely be. And it's all at 5 Star Nutrition of Lawton. I'm telling you, these guys know what they're doing. And I've been around a couple of, health places, quote-unquote health places, that say that they're going to help you. And then sometimes you just walk away disappointed. You will not walk away disappointed with 5 Star Nutrition, Lawton, Oklahoma. I guarantee it. And just in case you didn't know, that 100.3 and 94.7 The Sports Animal is part of the Sports Animal family from 98.1 WWLS, the Sports Animal in Oklahoma City. And we broadcast all the Oklahoma City Thunder games. And that's going to be coming around sooner than you think. So thank you very much, Chad Fox, for allowing us to be part of the Big Dogs. And every day from 2 to 6, you can hear Jim Traber on the air. Jim Traber is one of my favorites of the Sports Animal crew. Now, I like all the rest of the programming too, but Jim Traber is my favorite. And then a dynamic duo with him and Al Eschbach. And then Total Dominance with Dean Blevins, Barry Trammell. It's all good stuff. So anything that you like about the Sports Animal, we bring it to you. On 100.3 and 94.7 The Sports Animal, KJCM, all part of the Fox Radio Incorporated family. We'll be right back. We're going to jump right into some college football. You're listening to the wrap-up show.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming now. We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like Harley, knocking out bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, 'cause we're a
cover in the football world. Oh, and it's all brought to you by 5 Star Nutrition, 1764 Northwest 82nd Street, Lawton, Oklahoma. Robbie Evans and the guys will take care of you. And did you know that the body mass index machine that they have in their store is absolutely free to you to use and to get the numbers that you need about your body? Absolutely free. Normally, I have seen this machine at trade fairs and things like that, and it costs a little bit to use them. So Robbie's giving it to you absolutely free. That's a $100 value, folks. Go check them out today. 5 Star Nutrition in Lawton, Oklahoma. Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the games that happened on Saturday. So Kansas State over Iowa State 10-9. That was a defense battle if I've never seen one in my life. It was a great game. Kansas State jumped up on top by 1, and South Carolina finally took care of number 22 Kentucky. People were thinking that Kentucky was going to be victorious in that lineup, but South Carolina got them by 10, and Washington State falls to 5-0 now. Number 7 USC, 30-14. Iowa falls to the Illini, 6-9. Another defensive battle right there. Clemson takes care of Boston College, 31-3. And Wake Forest took care of the Black Knights, the Army Black Knights, 45-10. Wake Forest is playing some knockout football these days. And North Carolina State, surprisingly and shockingly, over Florida State, 17-19. And the shocker, it was almost a spoiler and definitely a defeat on the L column for Alabama, but they held on to beat Texas A&M 24-20. And Oregon took care of Arizona 49-22. Taking a look at our current rankings, the AP Pulse sit at number 1. Georgia's back on top. Number 2, the Ohio State. Alabama is at number 3. Clemson number 4. Michigan, boy, they had a hard time. And they're hanging in there, though. They're still 6-0. But they fall in the rankings to 5th in the nation. Tennessee, 5-0 overall. That's going to be a battle for the ages, I'm telling you. Alabama, Tennessee, that's happening this weekend. That's going to be awesome. USC is now 6-0 overall, 4-0 in their conference. Oklahoma State, put your hands together for the Cowboys. They are 5-0, 4-0 in overall, but in conference play. They are 1-0 at home. I mean, away games. So on the road, they're taking care of business. So they're on a 5-game winning streak. Hence the 5-0. Mississippi, the Ole Miss 6-0. Penn State 5-0. UCLA, surprisingly, is 6-0. And then we drop to number 12. Oregon 5-1. TCU, the Horned Frogs, are taking care of business, take care of names. They're 5-0, and Oklahoma State travels to them on Saturday. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I am hoping beyond hope that OSU can take care of some of those defensive issues and offensive issues that they had overcome. But let me just say, OSU overcame a plethora of scenarios that could go against the team, and they came out victorious against Texas Tech. So I think Coach Gundy is going to get them boys ready for definitely a road game that's going to be all eyes in the nation are going to be watching that game. I guarantee it, especially for the Big 12 Conference. Wake Forest 5-1 on the season. North Carolina State 5-1. Mississippi State 5-1. Kansas State 5-1. Syracuse 5-0 on the season. Kansas 5-1. Utah, the Utes 4-2 on the season. They are at number 20. And Cincinnati, they're 5-1 on the season, and they're going to be coming to the Big 12 here before too long. Good to see those boys doing good. Texas, we going to talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it at this moment. But we going to talk about it, OU. Sooner Nation, honey, we got some problems. But we're going to talk about it here in a moment. But, they're 4-2 on the season, sitting at number 22, Kentucky. It has a dash by their number, which should be number 23. The Fighting Illini of Illinois is 5-1, and James Madison University is at number 25. My goodness, I tell you, these teams aren't even playing around, folks. These teams are not playing around. So let's talk about our sponsor real quick. 5-Star Nutrition. They are the winning team. Robbie Evans and his group. They want you to be the absolute best that you can be at 1764 Northwest 82nd Street, Lawton, Oklahoma. They want you to be able to, no matter at what age and what phase and what stage of your fitness journey, they want you to have everything that you need to be the best. Whether it be detoxing your body, getting all those toxins out of your body so you can have pretty much a fresh palate, so you can take care of yourself, get yourself on the right track. They also have prepared meals by Clean Eats available for you as well. High-pack protein meals so you can be your absolute best. And they're available at, $10.99 up to $12.99, and there's even some at $8.99 a meal. So it properly priced, fresh meals that you can sink your teeth into that'll absolutely give you the nutrition that you need as well. And they have proteins galore. I mean, from whey to different flavors, you name it. I'll tell you, they have it covered for you at 5-Star Nutrition, executive sponsor of the Wrap Up Show, in partnership with QITC Studio Sports, for fans by fans. And also, I work with Chad Fox, and I'm partnered with him with 100.3 and 94.7 the Sports Animal KJCM. And we're broadcasting live here from Western Oklahoma State College. A lot of good things happening with the Pioneers men and women basketball squads. You'll have an opportunity to meet them on 2 weeks from now, on the 24th. So make sure that you bring the kiddos and meet the Pioneer squads, as well as the Pioneer cheerleading squads. They're going to be there as well. Going to be a lot of family fun for everyone. October 24th, 6 o'clock here at Western Oklahoma State College, 2801 North Main Street in Altus. If you want more information on the Pioneers or academic ventures, log on to www.wosc.edu. It is a smart start. Take a quick look at the games that are going to be coming your way for Week 7 of the college football year. You got the Golden Gophers taking on number 24, the Illinois Illini, and they're on a pretty good high right now, sitting at 24 in the nation. That's going to be your first game of the day. And then you got Iowa State heading to UT. Texas is riding on a high one, too, so that's going to be a good game. And then you have Auburn taking on number 9, Ole Miss, at 11 a.m. And then you have Kansas traveling to Norman. I hope this will be an opportunity for the Sooners to get back in the win column. Now, I am not the type of person to kick a person when they're down. That is not how I operate. But the Sooners have some problems that have been exposed in every aspect of the game. And Brent Venables has to come up with a solution sooner than later. No pun intended there. Because, organizations aren't giving coaches the grace to change things quicker these days. I mean, there have been organizations that fire people after 2-3 games. Now, I do believe Brent Venables has the favor of OU to get into a situation where he has some opportunities to get things together. I don't think they're going to fire him right away. However, if things don't change, they're going to be forced to have to look at different venues and different outlooks on a coaching situation, and I don't want that for Brent. Brent's worked too hard to be the head guy for OU. This has been his dream job. So I'm hoping that the coaching staff care enough about their occupations and the players care enough about their standings in the team to fix it. Because a 49-0 shutout by a top 5, Power 5 organization, that's no good. And you're trying to go to a conference that's, even the lowest man on the totem pole can play some good football, okay? So they've got to get things fixed quick, fast, and in a hurry. The trade deadline, I would be looking at that portal, trying to find some bodies to help make OU's situation a lot better. But I think that, it's going to come around. I'm not going to say that they're not going to be good ever, but it's definitely, you see that there are problems. Don't blame coaching. Don't blame Riley no more. Let's stop it, okay? Riley done moved on. Let's move on with our lives, people. We got to be living in the now, and the first time you admit that there's a problem, that's normally a step in the right direction. So, the Sooner Nation is always going to be behind Sooners, Sooner born, Sooner bred. They'll be Sooners until they're dead, okay? But at the same time, from a observation standpoint of a spectator and somebody that's in this occupation, the Sooners need some help. And the Kansas Jayhawks are on a roll, and they're going to come into Norman being prepared to play football on Saturday. They want to get back in the win column because Kansas is doing stuff that I haven't seen them do in about 25, 26 years. So I'm hoping that they come prepared because Kansas is coming prepared to play football on Saturday. And you don't want to lose in Norman. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on. Also, you got Penn State taking on Michigan. That's going to be a great game heading their way. And you got OSU heading to Fort Worth to take on TCU. Now, TCU is riding on a high right now. And I hope TCU does not underestimate the power of the football and the play that Oklahoma State's playing. I appreciate what Mike Gundy's doing with his squad. I have never seen a very complete football team than the Oklahoma State Cowboys right now. They overcame adversity after adversity after adversity on Saturday against Texas Tech because Texas Tech came to play football, ladies and gentlemen, at Boone Pickens Stadium. They were not taking no prisoners, okay? And that young man with Texas Tech, he's going to be around there for a while, and I commend their efforts and their try to overcome and beat Oklahoma State. And so Oklahoma State, they're sitting on a high. They're going to be prepared to play. So TCU, you better be ready because the Cowboys are coming. North Carolina State takes on Syracuse to start off the afternoon festivities. And then number 1, Georgia takes on Vanderbilt. That could be a very interesting disposition. Vanderbilt's been known to upset some teams in the past. And like I said before, Alabama's traveling to Tennessee. That's going to be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes is going to be on that game for sure. I hate to say it, but I think Tennessee has the pull power to win that game. Don't rule it out. And now it's not going to be by a heavy margin, but I do believe it will be by a significant, probably 7-10 win spread. It's not going to be. It's going to be defense heavy, but it's not going to be just some walk in the park. So Alabama better be prepared because they almost got knocked off the throne with Texas A&M. So James Madison University taking on Georgia Southern at 3 o'clock. Mississippi State taking on 22 Kentucky. They're looking to get back into the win column. Mississippi State, though, they're playing some good football. Clemson taking on Florida State at 6:30. And the NCAP, number 5-0, number 7 in the nation, USC taking on number 20, the Utah Utes. And that wraps up football for week 7 for the college side of things. And we're going to be quickly looking at the schedule for OU and OSU now before we get into the pros. Now, the rest of the schedule for Oklahoma stands as follows. They have Kansas Saturday, Iowa State on the 29th. They travel to Iowa State. Back home against Baylor on the 5th. on the road to West Virginia on the 12th. Bedlam, probably the last Bedlam, or one of the last Bedlam series that you'll see. Oklahoma State at Norman on the 19th. And they'll end with Texas Tech traveling to Lubbock. That's going to be a tough schedule for OU. Now looking at OSU, they, like I said, travel to Fort Worth on Saturday. And then, let's see here. Do believe, they're back at home to take on Texas on the 22nd. And then they travel to Kansas State on the 29th. And then they travel again to Kansas on the 5th. And they're back at home at Boone Pickens against Iowa State on the 12th. On the road to Norman on the 19th. And back at home on the 26th. That's a pretty tough schedule for OSU as well. So if OSU continues to win, we're looking at OSU in the Big 12 championship. Dare I say, could it be with Kansas or TCU? That's an interesting conversation right there. We shall see. We shall see. Now, getting over to the professionals, the NFL. I have to give it to you. I'll be the first to admit it. Dallas Cowboys and their defense is pretty doggone solid. There, I said it. They're solid in my eyes. They're playing some lights out defense. And is it because now one aspect of it? So well, the teams are not playing good. Granted, the Rams have some problems that they need to overcome. But I truly believe that that the defense is good. I'll say it. I'll call a duck when it's quacking. I will do. Hey, congratulations. And Cooper Rush, he's done some great things in Dak's stead. Now, here's the thing that would be tragic, okay? If Dak comes back and they lose, that's going to be bad. Real bad. So, Dak Prescott, get in there and keep it going. That's the best you can do, buddy. So, looking at the games that we got coming up this week, we got the Buccaneers at the Steelers, Vikings at the Dolphins, and these games are going to be the early games. 49ers at the Falcons, Jets at the Packers, which, let me tell you, I think the Jets can take the Packers right now. They took Miami pretty good. But Miami's got some problems right now. But I believe the Jets, they're sitting on a high right now. I think they can take them. Bengals take on the Saints. Patriots at the Browns. Yeah. Jaguars at the Colts. Ravens at the Giants. Cardinals in Seattle. Panthers at the Rams. Bills at Chiefs. Cowboys and Eagles. Now, that's going to be a good game for Sunday night football, ladies and gentlemen. NFC East showdown for number one in the NFC East. Because right now, the Eagles are 5-0. Cowboys are 4-1. Who's going to be victorious over that? We definitely shall see. It was good to see the Buccaneers get back in the win column, but it wasn't easy. They sometimes make it hard for themselves. And Tom Brady is doing everything he can to work with the new talent on the roster. And I'm glad they got back into the win column. And they're now 3-2 on the season. Now, the NFL on Fox, ladies and gentlemen, those games that I told you, Brady the Bucks will be with the Steelers, and then the Vikings and Dolphins, 49ers and Falcons, Jets and Packers. And I do believe the Jets-Packers could very well be, in my opinion, game of the week, but it's not. It's an early game. And who else is on Fox on Sunday? It looks like you got the Panthers and the Rams, 3:05. That's going to be on Fox. And it looks like the Cowboys and Eagles will be Sunday Night Football. But the Panthers and Rams very well could be the game of the week. We'll find out officially. But I do believe that you can win a substantial amount of money, and I mean money, from Terry Bradshaw with the Fox Super 6 app. Download the app today. Get yourself some of that money. Answer 6 questions about football games that are planned for your chance to win up to $100,000. I kid you not. I play every week. I don't win every week, but I guarantee you there'll be opportunities for you to not only get it on the professional side of football. The Sunday Challenge is right now the $100,000 one, but you also got the big noon Saturday $10,000 opportunity. Answer 6 questions. Download the app today, and then you'll get your opportunity to win some of Terry Bradshaw's money. It is the Fox Super 6 app. Download today. I'm not endorsed or sponsored in any way, but it's a great game. Great opportunity for you to win some great money and play along and find out more about football. We're going to look at the standings. The NFC East. Bills on top, 4-1. Jets, 3-2. Dolphins, 3-2. And the Patriots are at the bottom of the NFC East, 2-3 on the season. Chiefs on top, NFC West, 3-1. Chargers, 3-2. The Broncos need some help, 2-3 on the season. Russell Wilson, come on, buddy. They paid you a lot of money. You got to take some responsibility and get some things done. They look like some schmucks up there in Denver right now. Raiders 1-3 on the season. In the NFC North, Ravens on top. Browns 2-3 on the season. Bengals 2-3. And Steelers, they need some serious help. Mike Tomlin, come on. Mitch Trubisky is not the answer. Put somebody else in. There, I said it. AFC South, Titans on top, 3-2. Colts 2-2. Jaguars 2-3. Texans 1-3. And looking over to the NFC, you got the Eagles on top, 5-0. Cowboys 4-1. Giants sitting there at 4-1, and Commanders 1-4. That's going to be Thursday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Amazon Prime. The Commanders taking on the 2-3 Bears. 7:15. Check it out on Amazon Prime. I'm telling you, they're doing some good things with that product. Thursday Night Football, Amazon. It's a perfect marriage so far, seeing Fitzpatrick and Sherman, and Calissa Thomas, Tony Gonzalez. Amazon Prime bringing you Thursday Night Football. Can the Commanders overcome in the Windy City? I don't think so. I think the Bears are going to take full control of that game and put them back in the winning column. So, now looking at the standings in the NFC West. 49ers on top, 3-2. Rams 2-3. Cardinals 2-3. And Seattle Seahawks 2-3 on the season. NFC North, I'm disappointed in my Lions. Come on, Detroit. You can't come out into the season looking outstanding. Your defense doing checking all the check marks, and then now the teams that are starting to get some moxie and you're playing some better teams, and you just lay down. You can't do that. Mike Shanahan even believed in you yesterday, and you let us all down. Come on, Dan Campbell, get it together. You're sitting last on the NFC North, 1-4. Vikings are 4-1. Packers 3-2. Bears 2-3. And thank God, we're back in the win column. And number one in the South, the Buccaneers 3-2. Saints right behind 2-3. Falcons 2-3. And the Panthers 1-4. Now, I do believe the Saints do play the Buccaneers one more time this season. Let me check. Yes, December 5th, they come to Tampa. And Tampa Bay has to do everything in their power to come and bring that football so they can keep that series in the win column. Because, you know, the Saints are sometimes the nemesis of the Buccaneers, especially Tom Brady. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the wrap-up show for today. Broadcast live here from Western Oklahoma State College. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll try to be here every Monday. This Monday seems like a great day to talk about football. And tonight we have football. One more game tonight. And that will be, let me pull it up, the Raiders and the Chiefs. Can the Raiders get back in the win column at Arrowhead? We'll find out. We shall see. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, they're going to be making the calls. Can Patrick Mahomes still be dominant? I think so. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 3 touchdowns. And if the defense of the Raiders are soft, it's going to be a long day at the office. Thank you very much, 5 Star Nutrition. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll see you again next week